Good evening. I'm back. And now I can relax because we're moving on. And despite the fact that I have a few different devices that could play PS1 games, I am going to use I'm going to use images of my discs on the PS TV just for simplicity's sake, because I've got tons of these things. And I don't want to keep having to run back and forth between here and the PS3 every time I need to switch these. I learned last year that these games can go pretty quickly. So, I'm going to be keeping it simple. I'm going to play using my PS TV, and and oddly enough, I'm going to be using RetroArch on the PS TV. You can get PlayStation 1 discs to run under the PSP emulator easily enough. Well, easily enough. But you have to convert it to a special file format. This way, I can just use the bin and Q file, and it works well enough. So, we'll be good. Tonight's drink, I was going to go with Sundrop, which is arguably craft. I mean, it's somewhat popular, but a lot of people don't know about it. But then I realized that it's got caffeine, and I really don't want to, like, a pretty high caffeine content, and I don't want to do that right before bed. So, I'm going with Sprecher Red Apple. I'm not sure if this is going to taste like every other apple drink, or if it's going to taste like carbonated apple juice. But so far, Sprecher has knocked it out of the park. I love their root beer, but I've really been enjoying their like flavored sodas now too. Where did the frickin' frick? Hold on. My bottle opener went AWOL. It's probably somewhere on here. Up there it is. Got too much stuff on my little desk here. There we go. Now we got it. I'm gonna crack this open. I have almost filled a solo cup with bottle caps. Ooh, wow, that does smell appley. It's really good. Sorry, my streaming laptop screen is misbehaving. There we go. Okay, that does taste more apple-y than regular apple soda does. I think I like it like 5% less than Citral Monday. Like, it's good, but there's just something odd about the flavor. Like, I don't know if it's too much or what. Well, it's actually got apple juice concentrate as one of the ingredients, so I mean, you can't get much more appley than that. It is still apple soda, though. Yum. Alright, so first one tonight is going to be Casmania, Chaos in Casmania. It actually has a 2 on it, so I'm guessing we might have missed a chapter 1, but despite the fact that I've got so many of these things, I don't have a lot of complete collections, so we'll just deal. Does take a little bit longer to fire up, at least. There we go. Now, earlier, it did catch up on the FMV after a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. Oh! It's going right into it. It's not... It doesn't have, like, a cutscene intro. Okay. So, practice doesn't... I really don't think I'm going to need practice on this. Let's take a look at the map, though. Ice caves, terrain, underwater reef, volcano. Okay. Well, let's play it then. Ah, here we go. Carpathia, when we last saw Mem. Yeah.
Man, get used to the dark, cause you're never getting out of there.
Get real, Dabata. This story isn't over yet.
To be continued already?
Good eye point. Looks like an escape route ahead. I wonder what vile villainy Dabata's up to now. Let's check in with Octavio, the finest poet in all of Casmania.
Dabata's evil plan.
How can this be?
How can this
Stole
be?
all the print, but they are still reading at the kiosk. This must stop immediately. Lock up every kiosk. Reading is forbidden. And to top it up, I'll build a secret Incubator factory to make thousands, no, millions of Incubators to enforce my rule over all of Tasmania.
Okay.
I think Octavio's hideout is right around here.
Mim, cool serendipity. You've escaped.
Octavio, quick, let us in.
You as welcome as fire in the deep of winter. Relentless, Devourer forbid reading, sent his incubators from kiosk to kiosk, locking them up. I created an illuminator strong enough to transform incubators back into books and open the kiosks, filling them with poetry to free the mind and ignite the imaginations. But Devoure's got a secret factory hidden away to turn out hundreds of incubators every day to undo all that I've done. I had lost hope.
I have lost hope.
At my door.
It's time for action. We'll open the kiosk and find that felonious factory. To the train. Woo woo!
Woo woo!
Incubators have been spotted by the ice caves. Doom machines.
We'll start there. Onward. A collection of kiosks. We should check them out.
Alright, then let's do so. Okay. So I guess this has something to do with reading. Stop moving around. Dang it. There we go. Do I zap the key lock then? Okay. Yay!
Read the poems and answer the questions to...
Some say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. What's your favorite breakfast food? All of this talk about breakfast is...
Click to select the correct words or lines, then click OK.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, highlight the lines of the poem Breakfast that expresses the poet's opinion about breakfast. And I have to actually do reading comprehension here. That's kind of neat, actually. Does this scroll? Nope. Okay. So let's read it first. Orange juice has vitamin C. There's fiber in the bran. Milk has lots of calcium. So
correct words or
shut
lines,
up.
Then click OK.
I'm reading it. Milk has lots of calcium, so I drink it when I can. There's protein in the eggs, carbohydrates in the toast, but it's the taste of breakfast that I really like the most. Alright, I'm trying to highlight. There we go. Hey there, Infamous. Yay! Thank you. This is downright relaxing comparatively. Highlight the lines that are facts and not opinions. Okay, well there's that, and that. I mean, that's a fact. There's protein in the eggs, carbohydrates in the toast. Okay.
Oops, you missed that one. Try it.
I know exactly what they're having a problem with, but he drinks it when he can. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. It only counts as half a book because I didn't get it right the first try.
Imagine yourself walking along a sandy beach. Are you playing in the waves? Or are you watching them as they come in and go out? Do you feel happy or sad?
Read the poem, then click the book to close.
Okay. Where do the waves go when they leave the shore? They come in sets but depart alone, pulled back along the ocean floor. Okay,
Click the correct answer and then click OK. To read the poem, click the poem book.
I don't know. Neither of them really fit. Dark and cold?
Give it another try.
Okay, then they're dangerous.
Tough tailspin.
What?
You have to start this kiosk.
None of them make sense.
The canyon is a neat place to live, but I myself prefer the top of a hill. Think of places you'd like to live.
Actually, the side of a hill is one of the places I'd love to live. We didn't end up going to the zoo. On my way to pick up my mom, I drove past the zoo, and the line of cars to get in, that, now, keep in mind, there are like 5 lanes to get into the zoo. The line to get in was almost back out to the road. So we're like, nope, we're not going to do that. So...
Click to select the correct words or lines,
hold
then
on.
click OK.
So we went to the to this Milwaukee Brat house for lunch, and then we just took a walk in a park near her place. But it was still pretty enjoyable. Down a long road in a canyon where the dry brush grows is my home. Like a giant hand, the canyon holds all of us in, the animals, the wild grass, and me. Underneath the bluest sky inside this caring hand. Highlight the line that specifically
Click
shows
to
the
select
author.
the correct
Shut
words or
up!
lines, then click
Thinks
OK.
the canyon is kind. There we go. Yeah, I had a pretty good one. It was like, it had cheese and mushrooms on it. Okay, which answer choice best states the main idea of the poem? Canyon feels like home. There we go. That one at least made sense.
Have you ever had a really good idea that you thought might make a great invention, but just didn't know where to start? If so, you'll probably understand how the narrator of this poem feels.
I'm going to be famous. I'll fly from sea to sea, and every place I go, my fans will know it's me. Self-confident. Everyone says that Mendel's dad has a green thumb, but the last time Mendel looked, his dad's thumbs weren't green. What does green really mean?
Click the green words to find the correct answers, then click OK. To read the poem,
Oh,
click the
interesting.
poem book.
Okay. So everyone says that my dad, because we have to rewrite it to be first person. So it's, but the last time I looked, my dad's thumbs weren't green.
Oops, you missed that one.
What?
Try
First person point of view is writing from one's own perspective. Everyone says that my dad has a green thumb, but the last time I looked, my dad's thumbs weren't green.
As you listen to this poem,
Okay.
imagine a blank sheet of paper on your artist's easel.
Hey there, DOS nerd.
What would you draw? Would you draw in black and white or use colors? Would you draw people and animals or landscapes?
Okay, the lines I draw are like roads. Roads that lead me to places, roads that lead me to faces. To dragons in the clouds, to stars and comets empty of clouds, to deep blue spaces under the ocean. And highlight the lines that show first person point of view, so we would have this one, this one, this one, and that's it.
Point is right.
Boink,
You need to
boink,
start
boink,
this
boink, boink,
kiosk over again.
What? I think that they've got some of these wrong.
I've heard of the man in the moon, but the moon in this poem seems positively human. How do you think a curious moon?
Okay. Curious little moon, peeking and poking into every corner of my room, tiptoeing silently here and there into my closets, and under my chair. Curious and inquisitive. Okay, there we go. Which is the narrator describing in the poem? The moonlight. Well, and a chair. But mostly the moonlight.
As you read this poem, imagine yourself walking along a sandy beach.
So
Are
curious.
you playing in the waves? Or are you watching them as they come in and go out? Do you feel happy or sad?
Okay, so we've read this poem before. Highlight the lines that describe the narrator playing. There aren't any. Oh, wait! The scroll bar is lit up now. Maybe I missed something last time. Hold on. Alright, how do I scroll though? Ah, there we go. I race along a wave's edge, playing tag with the foam, and watch sadly as the wave rushes away, desperate to be back home. The moon is the ocean's mother. She lets her waves out to play. And when a wave is tired and worn, she calls it home to stay. Okay, now that makes more sense. Yep. Hey, Infamous, do you like Mountain Dew flavored sort of
Click
citrusy
to select
soda?
the correct words or lines, then click OK.
Okay, narrator playing. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think we got it now. Which is the main idea of the last stanza in the poem? The waves must go back out to the ocean? I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. The moon is the ocean's mother. She lets her waves out to play, and when a wave is tired and worn, she calls it home to stay. Yeah, that kind of works. Yay! Okay. Well, it's, I don't know if you've ever had Sun Drop. I was going to have some tonight, but it's got fairly significant caffeine content. So I don't really want to drink that right before I have to go to bed. But you don't have to worry about that because you've got an hour worth of driving home. So tonight, instead of that, though, I'm drinking Sprecher Red Apple Soda, which has turned out to be pretty tasty. 10,388 or 188. I don't even remember what I set it to. 16,384. Okay, 16K. Got it. Okay, place new words in the poem without changing its theme. Okay. Where do the waves go when they leave the land? They come in sets, but depart alone, pulled back along the ocean bottom. I mean, it's not as poetic as shore and floor, but it works.
Oops, you missed that one. Try it.
What? No. It's shore and floor. When they leave the shore... Wait, there's more to scroll through. Dang it. Okay. Moon is the ocean's mom. And when a wave is sleepy, she calls it home to stay. Okay. There we go.
The job of the worker bee is to protect her queen. Which jobs are your responsibilities? As you buzz through this poem, think about how you and the worker bee are similar and different.
I'm not a bee. I'm half a bee. Eric the half a bee. Okay, a worker bee between my toes, around my ankles, near my nose. She's good. She's just protecting her good queen from creepy crawly things that mean to harm the hive, the growing grubs, the honeycombs, the things she loves and knows the best. Okay. That was kind of a weird ending. Dependable. There we go. Hey, nice. Are you playing that on RetroArch or emulation? Okay, which answer choice best expresses the main idea of the poem? Worker bees protect their queen. Woohoo! Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Way to go!
Way to go! Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh, wow. There's a lot to this, isn't there? Oh, earlier I popped this into my PS2 to see if I could use the PlayStation mouse with this, and unfortunately it was not compatible. I keep trying to go to the analog stick. There we go. Good to hear.
Welcome to the reading room. Use the index cards to find a poem, then click the poem you want to read.
Okay. Well, this one sounds like fun.
To listen to the poem, click the speaker by the title of the poem. For more information about the poem, click the hanging lights. You can even use the radio to add...
Okay. When it's hot and I'm outdoors, there's one thing I crave, a frozen stick of icy juice about which I will rave. As the weather gets hotter and hotter, just knowing it's on my freezer shelf makes my mouth start to water. I can hardly control myself. Pink, purple, and orange, yellow, red, or green, this cold and sweet confection makes me lose my head. From freezer... That doesn't match up. Orange and confection. From freezer to my mouth, I hold it by its stick, and then with slow anticipation, I take a nice long lick. Popsicles. I'm guessing the,
End rhyme. Idiom.
I'm guessing the title of is referring to brain freeze. No, nothing on Polymega yet. Hopefully something this week, because they said that they were going to start shipping them by March, so... I checked their Twitter feed earlier today and didn't see anything.
Click the question marks on the lights to hear definitions of the terms. And don't forget to try the...
Yeah, I did. But, I mean, I explored. What am I supposed to do here?
Cool
Oh,
poetry, don't
okay.
you think?
Didn't need to do anything else. Well, then this game is for you. So you can learn this stuff. Most people learn a lot when it's stuff they don't already know. Oh, where's the desk? Here it is.
Let me out. I wonder what's trying to escape. Some kind of animal, maybe? Hurry, I'm curious. Let's read the poem to find out.
One sec. Got the manual here. I'm just trying to... Yeah, the reading room is just to read the poetry. Okay. Doesn't really have any indication of, like, age group on the instructions here. But... well, RPGs are a different kind of thinking. I mean, no one's going to be good at everything. I mean, and with 8 billion people in the world, you don't have to be. There's going to be someone good at something, and you don't have to be. There's a poem inside of me. It buzzes like a bumblebee. It tickles like a fuzzy chick and bounces like a pogo stick. It gurgles like a water spout. It whispers softly, "Let me out." If you feel just a wee bit funny and thumpy like a frisky bunny and jumpy like a kangaroo, could be there's a poem in you. Okay. I'm going to say energetic and cheerful. Which characteristics best describe the narrator? Okay. Excited and inspired. These are pretty good questions, too.
Tea is a rather unusual tea party guest, don't you think?
Which answer choice best expresses the solution to the problem posed in I Asked a Tiger to Tea? I asked a tiger to tea. He said he would come if he could, but he had to visit a very old aunt who lived in Crabapple Wood. I asked a camel to tea, but he said that he must refuse, since he had to go to the village store and purchase 2 pairs of shoes. I asked a giraffe to tea, but he said that he was not able. His neck made it difficult to eat from a dining table. I asked a lion to tea, but he said he just couldn't bother, so I think I will share my afternoon tea with my cat, my dog, and my brother. Oh yeah, hold on for a sec. Let's see here. Narrator puts the animals in the zoo. Yeah, I think the narrator should just reschedule. Well, no, because the giraffe's problem wasn't a timing issue. The lion just didn't give a shit.
Click the correct answer and then click OK. To read the poem, click the poem book.
But I don't know. I'm tempted to go with invite his pets and brother to tea, which is what he says at the end of it anyway. But trying to guess what they think is the right answer is kind of tricky.
Give it another try.
Okay. There we go. I was right in the first place. From whose point of view is the poem I Asked a Tiger to Tea written? The narrator's. Well, that was straightforward.
The future world can be so beautiful if we all make the effort. Let's make this poem come true.
The air is clean and the water is clear and the forest is green with trees because people have learned to use the earth like flowers are used by bees. They started way back in the 90s to recycle, reduce, reuse, and repair. The heroes who saved our world were just kids who decided to care. Interesting that this poem is called 2020 Vision and seems to be describing a utopian future. All right, well, I mean, the air is pretty clean. The water's, you know, could be better. Crap tons of trees. We could be doing better, but we're doing better than I think we were in the 90s. What we do now affects the future of the Earth. Which answer choice best expresses the mood of the poem 2020 Vision? Hopeful. And which answer choice is the best expression of the theme of the poem? Taking care of the Earth is important. There we go. Wait. Woohoo!
You are doing a great job.
Thank you.
You are going to save Tasmania's poetry.
Oh, you know what? I bet that map that showed a whole bunch of different areas, I bet that's other discs. Because they kind of did that in one of the other things that I did last year. There we go.
Courageous men.
To start a poem, use the blue arrow to choose a character. Then pick a word to describe your character. When you are
Okay.
ready, click OK.
Okay.
Happy! The better!
The better!
Sneaky!
Exuberant. Octavio. Creative.
Courageous men.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Use the blue arrows to select words for your poem. When you are finished, click.
Click what? I like Luminous Illuminator. Oh, okay, I see. Each one of these has their own different ones. I like the steadfast smile. Bold like the color red. I kind of like that, actually. Okay.
You can edit your poem or click New Poem to start another one.
She's a stupendous superhero, showing a steadfast smile. Courageously draped in her cape, she shines her luminous illuminator. Oh, I see. So,
Courageous men.
I go over here and I'll say
Sneaky! The better!
Sneaky Debata. Click OK. Sneaky as a fox. With felt fedora. We'll go with the disguise glasses. Tan trench coat. And a spy camera. Tabata flaunts a felt fedora. He's a detective in disguise. Wearing a trendy tan trench coat, he's the able agent who photographs. Okay, this is very simplistic, but I kind of like the idea behind this. You're just picking general things and it's kind of creating a poem around it, which is really Like, this is kind of impressive how they've been able to work
You can edit your poem
creative
or click
writing
New poem
into all of
to start
this.
another one.
We'll do one about Octavio, and then we'll go back to the main
Sneaky.
area.
Dabada.
Dabada!
Happy.
Oh, jeez.
Creative, Octavio. Exuberant. Athletic.
I love that exuberant, like his purple and gold there. That's kind of awesome. Let's go with that. Oops. There we go. Boldly bald. I like the top hat. Go with the laughter. Hey, no problem. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you rest well. Report card? Well, let's stick with the pizza. Dapper tweed. Sure, we'll go with that. Donning a terrific top hat, bursting with light-hearted laughter, he carries piping hot pepperoni pizza dressed to make an impression. Catch you tomorrow.
Obviously, you are a poet.
I actually did have something published a long time ago. Okay, so I've unlocked everything. Oh, okay. Let me go to this here.
Use this screen to adjust the volume
okay.
of sound.
Did I get him? Okay, yep. Kind of reminds me of the zapper
Select a
from...
picture for your poem.
Oh, I got to.
Use the words on the left to write your poem.
Oh.
To paint your words, click the paintbrush, then choose a color and paint. Click Publish when your poem is complete.
I have to write a poem? Okay. Above... bats. Between... climbing... cats... eating fat fish is my dang it, they don't have wish. Alright, then we'll say it with a lisp. Above bats, between climbing cats, eating fat fish is my wit. Oh, I see. Let's see here. Let's see here, meows. Oh, come on. And hers. Playing. Ah, come on. No, wait. Come on. This is sadly lacking in certain words that would be really useful. Wait. Fluffy. With fur. Come on, where is it? Jump. Play. Oops. Loudly meowing. There we go. Above bats, between climbing cats, eating fat fish is my wit. Meows and purrs, fluffy with fur, jump, play, loudly meowing. I mean, I did this in what, 5 minutes? Oh, where's its face? Oh, I see. I can change the color of the... There we go. Above bats, between climbing cats, eating fat fish is my wish. Meows and purrs, fluffy with fur, jump, play, loudly meowing. And for some reason, the cat has no face.
Yeehaw! You are one creative.
Yeehaw! Okay, let me take a look at this really quick here. Okay. So I wouldn't be shocked if, like, those other areas that are conjoined are, like, each separate discs, maybe? Who knows? We'll figure it out. Status. Alright. Time to zap more of those thingies. Ah, no, I can't use the analog stick. There we go.
Have you ever had a really good idea that you thought might make a great invention, but just didn't know where to start? If so, you'll probably understand how the narrator of this poem feels.
Okay. That's the great inventor, they'll say. He's very, very smart. I know it's going to happen. I just don't know how to start. Yeah, that's the trick, isn't it? Which is a possible theme of the poem. You can know where you want to go before you plan how to get there. Yep. From whose point of view is the poem written? The inventor. First person.
Have you ever felt as if you could reach out and touch a rainbow? Wouldn't it be fun
No?
to walk on one?
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what happens in this poem. Read to see what happens when...
It's written from the game's point of view, right? One day I climbed a great big bow that stretched across the sky. The rain had washed the colors clean, but they were not yet dry. The red that stuck upon my feet left footprints in the blue, and when I tried to clean it up, I smeared the yellow too. I tried to fix the mess I made before I climbed back down, but as I did, the colors mixed and turned the bow all brown. The messy bow soon disappeared, which I was glad to see, and next time when a rainbow comes, I think I'll let it be. Best states the theme. It's best to leave Mother Nature alone, I guess. I think it was a little bit more capricious than that. Well, I mean, all of these have names on them, so I wonder if they were, like, poems contributed in a contest, or if they're actually out there published or something that they got permission to use in the game, that kind of thing. From whose point of view? That's first person again.
Just imagine, you and I and everyone around us are part of a huge Earth-sized kaleidoscope. Mind-boggling, isn't it? Read on, my friend, and you'll see what I mean.
People, and we live in a tainted place. Colored people, and they call us the human race. Get me over to the friggin' scroll button. Thank you. Rainbow colors of vibrant faces, city people of many races. Voices dance with different songs, different music from varied tongues. All together in one place, a sparkling kaleidoscope of the human race. Highlight the 4 lines that best convey the theme. Okay. Yeah, that's probably the best. Which is a possible theme of the poem. Humans have fun playing with kaleidoscopes? Well, they do. Well, the human race can be viewed through a kaleidoscope. Both humans and kaleidoscopes have similar shapes? That's debatable. But I'm pretty sure the idea was to convey that differences in culture, color, and language are wonderful, which they are. It fascinates the hell out of me. I had like a 15-minute discussion with a coworker about how to pronounce his name recently, because he's Ghanaian, and it was really kind of interesting because it doesn't sound anything like it looks, but I was curious. Which response best describes a possible theme of the poem? Differences among human beings are wonderful. Woohoo! Hey, I finally got a 7 instead of 6.5.
Very impressive work, my dear.
Thank you. Alright, 2 more kiosks to go. I love how they've got the Lightspan lightning bolt above that one. There we go. Oh, I just have to read another poem. Okay. She drifts lazily down the river. Her skin is dry and wrinkled, now that she's no longer part of the leafy canopy. Okay, that was short.
Personification.
I should just go back in there and call up some of my poetry and read it instead. In fact, there's... Hold on for a sec.
Let's check out this kiosk. Go ahead.
Fine, hold on. Trying to find something here. Okay. Fine. We're going to talk about a whole
Click
bunch
the
of
tabs
poetry.
on the index cards to see the names of
Oh,
all the
hold on.
poems. Then click a poem.
Alright, fine. we're going to talk about poetry. I'm going to mute this for a moment so we don't get her interruptions. And I'm going to read a little bit of poetry that I wrote. Okay. No one knows my name, but they all know what I do. I am here to take the blame of all the souls in view. From birth I was groomed to take this nameless role, the village no longer doomed to demise by angry troll. The curses of life transferred, insult and agony mine, no respite till I'm interred, bound till then by vine. A change to form was summoned, though the rituals remained the same. My body has been poisoned, the demon's life to claim. I am the last anathema, no one will know my name. This final act in the drama forever redeems my shame. I had wanted to put together a small book of like sci-fi fantasy themed poetry for a while, but I could never come up with enough. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting. There was this website called Fickly a while, like over 10 years ago, where there you could write, but you had a 1,024 character limit, which was perfect for my writing style. I absolutely loved that. Let's see here. There was another... And I wrote a lot of stuff on there. Oh, this one's a favorite. It's more of a limerick. We are all time travelers, though not to the naked eye. Forward we go, be it ever so slow, the past we may draw quickly nigh. That one I've got memorized. Serendipity smiles upon me. Apprehension has been shed. While searching for an enemy, a friend was found instead. Ah, here we go. A mason by trade in this glorious land, the buildings in this city owe themselves to my hand. I take pride in my work, but this latest job lurks, o'er freedoms which now have been banned. Mixing mortar and forms to fill with concrete, no spring to my step, only shuffling my feet. Though the coils of wire have drawn furious ire, this wall is now nearly complete. A barrier divides Berlin's west and east, like a looming gray giant, a razor-topped beast. This prison of my making leaves my heart aching. I think I'll go seek out a priest. I haven't written anything like that in a while, but I enjoyed the stuff that I have written. And I still go back to it every once in a while. Okay. So there we go. Got some poems that I got to write without having to select from a list of words. And that I put a little bit more thought into. Alright, dang it, nope. Get him, get him! I wonder what makes the difference between 600 points and 500 points there. Other than 100 points before you even try.
This poem is about a little mouse. If you were to write a poem about an animal, which one would you choose to write about? I think I would write about my cat, Owl.
Yeah. Well, we already went through that, and I wrote a poem about cats. And, hold on. There's one right here. Ugh. Hi. I'm sorry to interrupt your grooming, but you were a conveniently timed prop.
Click to select the correct words or lines.
Hold on.
Then click OK.
I'm having fun. Come on. Okay. Let's get over to the scroll bar. Matty was a little mouse who thought that lunch was on the house. She climbed up to the rooftop high in hopes of finding cheese and pie. But when she reached her destiny, she cried and cried, "Oh, pity me!" For all the climbing she had done, no crumbs were found, not even one. And that's the tale of Matty Mouse, who once thought lunch was on the house. Hey there, Alex. Welcome back. You just missed me reading some poetry that I had written, because we've been reading a whole bunch of poems that other people had written.
Click to select the correct words or lines, then click OK.
Highlight the dialogue. Oh, okay. Well, give me a moment. Some right there. And... Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's the only bit of dialogue. From whose point of view is the poem Matty Mouse written? Third person.
A poem about spinning the world. I wonder what that means. Perhaps the narrator's spinning a globe. Just thinking about it makes me feel dizzy.
Okay. Well, no, actually, all right. I did not read any cat poetry that I had written like a long while ago, but there was a little thing on here where I was supposed to write a poem, and it was about, it ended up being cat themed. But I do have something that I wrote a while back. You might remember this.
Click
I don't
to
know if I
select the
ever
correct words or
brought it
lines,
up.
Then click OK.
M to the O, E to the O to the W. Listen up, fool, because I'm going to trouble you. Best give me some food from the bin in the kitchen, or I guarantee you'll be the next one bitchin'. Gonna hop right up on your lap, don't need a map, rat-a-tap-tap, gonna leap the gap between the floor and the keyboard. Yeah, I'm a cuddle whore, there ain't nothing better that you need those hands for. Shit, there goes some paper, time to get my chase on. See you later. Damn, it was a false alarm, no need to fuss. Gonna mess with your arm till you start petting us. Life ain't nothing but catnaps and catnip. In fact, toss 'em up, on man. Take me on a trip. Yes, I just rapped. I did a cat rap. Because rapping is just poetry. Just, you know, put to a beat. Thanks for the bits. Oh man, hold on. Okay, there it is. I'm like, come on, where's Lumia Stream? Okay. Alright, highlight the stanza that shows the narrator is going to roll down the hill again. Okay. In the park is a hill, and at the top I spin the world and watch it stop. I lie in the grass and tumble down to make the whole world spin around. Sky and grass and sky and trees and sun go flying by, green and blue and green with yellow bursting in between. Round and round and round until I'm at the bottom of the hill, so dizzy I can't even stand, while the sky keeps spinning with the land, and the trees are flying past my face, and the sun goes rolling place to place. Then slowly, 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 slow, the world stops spinning there below, and the sky is where it ought to be, and the grass slides back right under me. And the sun at last is standing still, and the trees are fastened to the hill. Then I climb up to the top, and then I make the whole world spin again! Okay. I'm highlighting the entire stanza, so there we go. Where's the part of the poem where it throws up all over the place? I spin the world. No, that's not it. Written from the first-person point of view. Yes, it's written from the perspective of the trees. Oh shit, there goes that crazy human again, spinning around like crazy. Oh there, little orc. Which description best expresses the main idea of the poem I Spin the World? Spinning down hills may cause extreme dizziness. The world looks different while spinning down hills. We'll say that. Alright, cool. Oh no.
Even though the jellyfish in this poem...
Oh, you clipped it?
Weakling, I like him. Don't tell anyone, but sometimes I feel just the same way he does.
Awesome. Thank you. The jellyfish is jellified. He could not be brave if he tried. He shakes, he quivers. He shakes, he shivers, and he quakes from the first moment that he wakes until he's tucked up tight in bed with seaweed sheets around his head. Which answer choice best expresses the author's opinion of the jellyfish? I want to say cowardly. Yeah, cowardly. Okay, which best describes the mood of the poem? Humorous. Hurrah! Woohoo! Beam those points in.
Woo-hoo! Sensational! I am so glad you're helping.
The bat is going to freak. You've unlocked all of the kiosks in the train.
Yay! I've unlocked all the kiosks in the train.
Are you sure you're ready to leave? If you leave now, you will have to start this zone over.
Oh, okay, fine. Can I go through the door? Or is this taking me back to the other room I was in? Nope. Oh, here we go.
A violet trail.
Debata's gems. The ones he uses to create his ignominious Incurators. Uh-oh. Incurators on the prowl. Do
Why are they skiing?
Come on, into the cave. Stick together. These ice caves are truly treacherous.
Truly treacherous. Oh, more stuff to do.
More kiosks? Well, let's check them out.
Ah, no, can't do analog stick. That didn't exist back then. Gotcha.
Move point
What?
to the correct words and click. To access the functions at the bottom of the screen, click the trap door. Watch out for those inkerators.
Okay, select the words that create the setting of an artist's workspace. Okay. No. Well, at least I didn't have any points. Alright. Well, an easel would be one. And pastels might be. We'll say paper. I have no idea what I just picked up. Crayons might work. What? I'm trying to... Okay. There we go. I guess I had some sort of zapper. One sec here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Just need to fix that last video thing. Keep forgetting to do that. Tweets. Meter, music box. There we go. Did I get that right? Yeah. Okay, I guess the bot can't trigger itself. There we go. Okay. Select the words you might use to create an image of a softball game. Yeah, truck doesn't seem like it would fit. Bat, however, yes. Pitcher, definitely. Grass as well. No. Ah. Face. And dirt. I can't click on the item while I've got this gun equipped. There we go. Whatever. Select the words that create an image of cold winter weather. Well, that was not what we had today. Today it was really quite nice. Oh, blistering. I thought that was blustering in my defense. I see. Oops. Yeah, give me that. Bust caps in these things. Get all them points back. Woohoo!
A beautiful sight to see. Another kiosk unlocked. Terrific.
All this talk about poetry, and you couldn't go, a beautiful sight to see, another kiosk has been freed. Or something along that line? It's not that difficult. Okay, thank you. Zippy zippy zap!
Even though the jellyfish in this poem is a spineless weakling, I like him. Don't tell anyone, but sometimes I feel just the same way he does.
Yeah. Which adjective best describes an image of the jellyfish? Quivering. That works. Highlight the line that is an example of sound imagery.
Is the observation cold? Or is the cold being observed? What do you think?
Good point. In autumn, when the trees catch cold, they run a fever, red and gold. Ooh, I like that imagery. And in my bed, beneath the eaves, I hear them sneezing off their leaves. That's a good poem. I liked that one. Sound imagery. Yeah, that's really the only one.
Personally, I like to hide under the covers during a storm. The narrator of this poem thinks storms are both scary and fun.
Oh, I love storms. I like the rather scary fun of thunder crashing in the night. It's like the roller coaster falling, that chilly feeling of delight. The curtains blow and rain comes down, I shiver giggling in my bed. When lightning shows up sky and town and thunder grumbles overhead. Which is the meaning of the line, when lightning shows up sky and town. When lightning strikes, everything is illuminated, I guess. My thought, I mean, just that line separately would be that the lightning was more impressive than the rest of the sky and the town, but this makes more sense out of the choices they give me. Choose the highlighted word or phrase to create a peaceful image. Okay. Calmness of night. Crickets singing. It's like a mother's lullaby, that soothing feeling of delight.
The leaf in this poem sounds like a real person. It's interesting to make things sound like people.
Yes, it is. Highlight the line of text that describes the texture of the leaf. Her skin is dry and wrinkled. Mine's not getting there yet. Which image describes how it would feel to touch the leaf in A Leaf's Travels? Dry and wrinkled. Okay, that one was not well put together. Choose the highlighted word in each line that matches the image created by the author. Whoops.
Rushes.
Floats. Skin is parched. Now that she's no longer a member of the leafy chamber. The leafy...
Bed.
No. Covering.
To complete this kiosk, you'll need to collect at least 6 whole books.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you. Boing, 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 boing. Woohoo! I think I might need to turn that into a sound effect.
Woo-hoo! You are making awesome progress.
Thank you.
The batter will not keep our poetry locked away.
I think there's one more kiosk here. Nope, that didn't get it. Dang. There we go. And the pièce de résistance.
Courageous
Oh.
men.
Looks like we need to generate a poem again. Yeah, I want Happy Dabada, because that looks hilarious. Happy as a clownfish? Okay. Happy hat. Toothy smile. Tossing confetti. Oh, thank God. That's not what you normally think of when you have someone in their birthday suit. Let's go with that. Showing off his new straw hat, flashing a toothy smile, he tosses confetti up toward the sky and wears an outfit of celebration. That didn't really quite work. Oh well. Let's have them read it.
Dabada happy as a clownfish.
Showing off his new straw hat, flashing a toothy smile. He tosses confetti up toward the sky and wears an outfit of celebration.
Alright. Let's take a look at the map really quick.
I dig your poetry. You do have a...
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So there's 2 more in this area. Oh, we did move on to the next zone. Interesting. I hope they don't expect us to complete all 4 of those here. Because, I mean, it's taken me at least almost an hour and a half to get as far as I have. And there doesn't seem to be, like, a save function or anything like that. Ah, there we go. I mean, there was a password function on the screen, but I don't know how you get a password. There we go. Oh. It's another time where we're supposed to read a poem, so let me see if I can find another one of mine that might be interesting to read. Oh, yeah, here we go. Nah, that kind of had a lame ending. Here we go. Suspended between life and death, by machines supplying both blood and breath, I know not where, I know not why, will I take wing and freely fly? Body pulled and muscle prodded by my surgeon's skills most highly lauded. Will it take, will I forsake my whole life with this mistake? Wakened by a bell's clear ring, the time has come to take to wing the newest angel singing with the bell, born from out of the altered cell. Nah, man. Honestly, I'm kind of digging this way of doing it. This is kind of hilarious. They want me to read poetry? All right, I got your poetry. Like I said, it's been about 10 years since that Fickley site went down, and I don't really share it very often. I'm not familiar with that movie. Whoa, hey. There we go.
Have you ever seen a really beautiful sunrise? As you read this poem, imagine that sunrise in its vibrant colors.
Let's see here. Highlight the metaphor. Ooh, I always get stuck on this kind of thing. The rising sun is a bucket overflowing with light. I think it... Oh, yeah. Oh. If we're going to highlight the whole thing, then yes. Come on. Get over there. There we go. It spills slowly into the dusky night. It softens the blackness to misty gray, then splashes out all over a brand new day. In the poem Rising Sun, which color is the sky just before it is a new day? Black?
Oops, you missed that one. Try it.
Okay, well it's black before it starts to spill, then it's gray, then it's a new day. Picky! At which time of day does the poem Rising Sun take place? Oh, that'd be probably dawn.
Rising sun.
No. There we go. Choose the highlighted word that is similar to the imagery in the poem. Oh, okay, one of these. So I have to go through here. The rising sun is a teddy bear skating with light. Yes, that's it exactly. It's a towel. Oh, it's a pail. Spilling over. Come on. Get over there. Thank you. It drips. Okay. I just wasn't sure if there was a better option there. And then slides out. Splatters out. I like splatter. Yay! They liked it too.
What is your favorite color? Strawberry red? Lime green? Plum purple? Are you getting hungry yet? Read this poem and you'll see what I mean.
Highlight the lines that might make your mouth pucker. Sour lemon yellow, peachy peaches, orange too, cheery cherry red, and tart blueberry blue. I never knew that looking at colors could ever taste so good. Okay, now that kind of reminds me of another one I wrote. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it?
Click to select the correct words or lines, then click OK. Click to select the correct
yeah, I
words or
know.
lines,
I'm trying to
then
find
click
it.
OK.
I'm trying to find something that this reminds me of. Ah, here we go. The number blue is real to me, as true as the color 7. I'll taste what you wrote, savoring every mote, synesthetically rising to heaven. Which line does not contain an example of taste imagery? Cheery cherry red. Yeah. Because peachy is still like a
Oops.
taste.
You missed that one. Try it.
Oh, that's not imagery. Okay. Oh, better get this last one right.
Let me out. I wonder what's trying to escape. Some kind of animal, maybe? Hurry, I'm curious.
It
Let's
says
read
so in the
poem and
first
find out.
line, dumbass. Highlight the similes that compare the poem that is inside the narrator to animals. Okay, buzzes like a bumblebee, tickles like a chick. Waterspout is not an animal. Thumpy like a frisky bunny, jumping like a kangaroo. There we go.
Tough tailspin.
I missed
You
one.
have to start this kiosk.
Dang it. Hey there, Drex. Welcome. I've been playing this game where there's a lot of poetry, so I've occasionally just been reading some of the poetry I've written.
Very much like the ones described in this poem. Isn't it cool the way they carry their houses on their backs?
Slippery, sliding, slinking snails and spiraling shells leave slimy trails of silvery mucus cross the stones, the walkways, and the sides of homes. Slippery, sliding, slinking snails and spiraling shells leave slimy trails across the seedlings newly sown. They'll eat you out of house and home. Wow, I can't believe I made it through that without screwing up. Slippery. Highlight the lines in the first stanza that use movement imagery to describe the snails. Does that work? Is that the cat rap, DOS Nerd? I haven't been able to take a look at it, so I wasn't sure exactly what you clicked. Movement imagery. Yeah, that works. I hope. Okay.
Give it another try.
Dang it. Maybe cross isn't supposed to be considered movement imagery. There we go.
The job of the worker bee is to protect her queen. Which jobs are your responsibilities? As you buzz through this poem, think about how you and the worker bee are similar and different.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, highlight the lines that use visual imagery to describe the bee's location. Are we trying to, like, track down and, you know, dox him? We're bee doxing tonight. Between my toes, around my ankles, near my nose. Get it away. I don't know that this isn't really describing the bee's location, just, you know. There we go. Okay, we got it. Woohoo.
Imagine a hot summer afternoon. You're getting hotter and hotter. You're having a craving. What food or drink would cause you to say,
oh, that's what it's about. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like brain freeze from eating popsicles. I didn't realize it was supposed to be not Okay, highlight the words used in the first stanza that are used to describe the temperature of the confection. Frozen stick of icy juice. Oh, I have to highlight actual words. Okay, frozen. Icy. Highlight the words that suggest the flavors of grape, cherry, and lemon. Okay. Well, that's in the second part. Grape. Cherry and lemon. Yay! Highlight the stanza that describes how the narrator eats the sweet confection. Okay. This one. Nice long lick. Which phrase best creates an image of anticipation? Yeah, probably that. Yay! Woohoo! Get them points.
Your hard work is going to pay off. We are very proud of you.
Thank you. I'm glad you're proud of me. Okay. So we've done all of these. So... oh, no I haven't. There's still one left. It's the Lightspan shape. Oh, I didn't actually click on any of the poems here, so it didn't realize I had written some or read something. So we'll just do this.
Imagery. Metaphor.
There we go. Give me my points.
I'm so glad you're taking some time to enjoy poetry. You deserve it.
I have been. There we go. Whee! All right, zap, zap. I'm sorry, but most kids would probably be bored by now. Well, okay. Unless you're one of those kids who are like, hey, this is an excuse to use the PlayStation, so even though it's educational, I don't care because I'm using a PlayStation in school. Okay, select the words that create a scent image.
Rotten.
Wait, 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 wait. Gotta wait until he goes past. There we go. Pine smell. I love pine smell. Okay, I guess I missed one. Ah, stop getting stuck on every surface, dang it. I guess gooey, maybe? No? Flour? There we go. Select the words that create an image of a crowded place. Well, at least it's not any of those. Get out of my way. Thank you. Grab this thing. Jammed, squeezed, noisy.
Quiet.
Well, thankfully it didn't actually think I was trying to click on that. Woohoo! Imagine touching an object. Select the words that create an image of touch. Ooh, they're giving me one of these right off the bat. Cool. Whoa. There we go. Silky. Bumpy. Fuzzy. And rough, but I have to wait until this runs out. Okay. What did I miss? Oh, cold. Yeah. There we go.
Sensational. Stupendous.
Sensational. Stupendous. Alright, next one over. Trying to anticipate their hop, and it just doesn't work very well. There we go.
I've never ridden on a subway train.
And for
Have
bunnies.
you? I wonder what it feels like and how it sounds. Let's read this poem to find out.
I've ridden a subway once in Chicago. And apparently I did really, really well for it being my first time riding a subway. Hurrying, hustling, hurtling past, the subway train approaches at last. Whooshing, whizzing, whistling air blows in faces and messes hair. Rumble and rattle, screeching stop, the train rolls in and on all hop. Snap shut, the train doors close, it jerks and lurches as off it goes. Whooshing, whizzing, whistling along, the subway sings its noisy song. And pogo sticks, yeah. Can't forget pogo sticks. Highlight the word that describes how a subway train door sounds when it closes. Okay. Snap.
Click to select the correct
I was
words
just
and
about
lines,
to when you
then
took
click
my
OK.
frickin' arrow away. In the poem Riding the Subway, which image describes the movement of the train as it takes off? Jerks and lurches. Might also describe the people on board.
I don't think I've ever known a person who didn't at one time or another like to play in rain puddles. It's so much fun to splish, splash, and stomp, stomp, stomp.
And drive through them? I stamp, stamp, stamp in puddles with a squishy, squishy sound and watch the bubbles turning funny flip-flops on the ground. Which words describe the sound of stamping in puddles? Squishy, squishy.
I don't think I've ever known a person who didn't at one time or another like to play in rain puddles.
Yeah, you just said that one. Okay. Choose the words that match the image created. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Swim, swim, swim? That's not a puddle, friend. Not if you can swim in it. Stomp, 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 right? So yeah, it'd be tramp, tramp, tramp. With a thumpy, bumpy sound. Crunchy, munchy. Splishy, splashy. Rumbly, grumbly. And watch the bubbles whirling. That works. Funny trails? Or somersaults? Flip-flops. Let's do somersaults then. And watch the bubbles turning. So whirling works. Yay!
When it starts to rain, do you usually run for cover? Grab an umbrella?
What's the setting of the poem? Oh, I haven't read this one yet. Raindrops wet and cool fell on me while at school. One splashed in my eye, I quickly wiped it dry. 3 landed on my shoe, I knew just what to do. 5 landed on my back when I bit into my snack. 10 landed on my hat, I dried them with a pat. Raindrops falling thick, get to a classroom quick. Okay. If you're counting all of these raindrops, you may have a little bit of an OCD issue. Choose the highlighted phrase to match the image in the poem. Oh, okay. Large and long. Yeah, no. Sweet and sour? Let's go with damp and cold. One splashed my eye. I quickly brushed it off. I quickly got a bucket. 5 landed on my back. 10 landed on my head. Close enough. Get to a rain cloud right away.
I've heard of the man in the moon.
Curious little moon, peeking and poking into every corner of my room, tiptoeing silently here and there into my closets and under my chair. What are you looking for? What do you see? Ah, at last, you found it. It's me. Okay, which pair of words help describe the setting? Closet's chair, I guess. Woohoo!
You know your stuff. I
Yeah,
am
dude.
impressed.
Okay. Grab the Lightspan lightning bolt. Oh! Get him! Get him! Get him! There we go. Uh-oh. Time for another poem. Well, let's bring one up on here. And... ooh, here we go. Here's another one that might make you tingle. My sins are all my own. I seek no absolution. The light of truth to me was shown. I'll remove this human pollution. Forgiveness cannot be granted, nor will it be requested by those who are casket
Click the
planted
question
or
marks
by
on the
those
lights
with
to hear
conscience
definition.
rested. I've set a chain reaction to clear the Gaian disease, set forth evolutionary redaction, removing life's traces with ease. 7 billion souls released, a massive genocide. Gaia herself will be at peace. I bear no regrets, only pride. I'm glad you're enjoying them. And give me my points. There we go.
have so many wonderful poems in Tasmania. I hope you are enjoying them.
I hope you're enjoying the poems in Tasmania. Zap! Zap! Dang. There we go. Got them all. Open!
Courageous.
Oh, here we go. Gotta generate another poem.
Sleepy.
Let's do Sleepy Mem. Dog tired. Let's stick with the eyes closed. I kind of like the messy hair and robe. It seems more casual. Ew, warm milk. Let's go with the flickering candle. I like candles. Oh, the teddy bear is cute. Okay. Dreamily dozing, she closes her eyes with messy hair and a robe for resting, and the faintly flickering flame of her candle. Mem tightly tucks in her teddy.
Way to go, young poet.
Thank you, old dude. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I want to turn around again. But apparently we can only turn to the right. There we go. Zap! Zap! Oh, missed. Okay. Get back here. Stop it. It's almost like they don't want me to disintegrate them.
Everyone has a favorite season. Now I know you have one. Which is it?
Probably like beginning of fall. Though I am a fan of winter too. Let's see here. I don't think I've read this one aloud yet. Spring wheels in on roller skates, zooms up and down the street. Winter plods in heavily with snow boots on its feet. Summer jumps in barefoot, kicking water in the pool. Autumn squeaks in brand new shoes nervously to school. Oh yeah, autumn is usually when school happens. Highlight the lines of the poem which are examples of movement imagery. Okay, zooms up and down, plods in. Jumps in, kicking water. Squeaks.
Oops, you missed that one. Try it.
What did I miss? Oh, spring wheels in. And they never show you what you got
Have
wrong,
you ever felt as if you
which
could
kind of
reach
sucks.
out and touch a rainbow?
Highlight the lines in the second stanza that contain color imagery. There we go. We got to get all the rest of them, though. The author creates a visual image by describing the rainbow as wet paint. Okay. There is toothpaste on my fingers. There is toothpaste in my nose. There is toothpaste on the mirror in 100 squiggly rows. There is toothpaste on my PJs. How they got there, you can guess. There are gobs of gooey toothpaste in the toilet. What a mess. There's toothpaste in the bathtub, overflowing on the floor. It's congealing on the ceiling, and it's dripping down the door. Every time I squeeze the toothpaste, it sprays north and west and south. There's toothpaste almost everywhere, except inside my mouth. Don't use a hammer to squeeze the toothpaste. It's not that difficult. Okay. Which words tell you, other than the word toothpaste, which words tell you the setting of the poem is a bathroom? Maybe mirror. Definitely toilet. Bathtub. And that's about it. Because floor and ceiling and door could be in any room. Highlight the line that describes the texture of the toothpaste in the toilet. Alright. Congratulations. I don't think I would ever uttered that sentence. Thank you very much, game. Let's see, where is it? Come on. Oh, okay. Gobs of gooey toothpaste. Hey there, Sharp Cheddar, welcome. We're
Who would have thought that someone would think to write
playing edutainment games here, and this one is based on like reading and language comprehension, and it has a lot of poetry in it. So occasionally, when all it is just read one of these poems, then I've been reading some poetry that I've written. Choose the highlighted word or phrase in each line so the amount of toothpaste is changed from a lot to a little. Oh, you know, that's the easiest way to clean up a toothpaste mess I've ever seen. There's toothpaste. Oh, yeah, on my toothbrush. There we go. Okay, so last year Greg at Game Trade talked me into buying this box of PlayStation 1 edutainment games that were basically distributed to schools. These are all the unique ones. There's a bunch of duplicates.
Click the green
but
words
yes,
to
I
find the
know.
correct answers. Then click
So,
OK.
actually,
To read the
last
poem,
September,
click
I
the
want to
poem
say,
book.
I went through a bunch of math ones. This month, I'm doing some reading ones. I may also haul out my Sega Pico at some point. But it's actually been kind of fun. These are surprisingly good. Okay, there's toothpaste on the mirror in a few squiggly rolls. There are dots of gooey toothpaste in the toilet. I guess that's less. Urgh. Laptop screen keeps being fussy here. Sorry for the smacking. There's toothpaste in the bathtub. Dripping? I guess dripping is the least offensive one out of that bunch. There we go. Can't make another mistake. Choose the highlighted words that create an image opposite from the one in the poem Beware. Revolving door gulps one more, eats up people, hungry carnivore. Okay, nope. That definitely reminds me of I didn't have monstrous furniture on here? Oh, you gotta be kidding. I thought I had that in here. Dang it. Okay, well, I don't have that one handy, but this kind of reminds me of one of the poems that I wrote, like, way back in high school. Okay, so change the highlighted lines to create an image opposite. Stationary door. Ejects one more. Spits out people. Famished carnivore. Oh no, wait. Those are all... Yeah, satisfied carnivore. The door ate so much it's puking them back out now. Yay, we got 6 books. Woohoo!
You are a marvelous helper.
Thank you.
We could not have done this without you. You are good. You've unlocked all of the kiosks in the train and the ice caves. I would love to see Dabata's face when he learns about this.
Well, the trains and the ice caves. Let's see here. Actually, hold on. Does it say in here how far this goes? Nope. Well, let's head out. Whee! Out of the deep freeze into the deep.
So kind of you to walk right into my trap. Did you really think you could escape me so easily?
Dabata, you despicable despot.
A frigid peril. Incubators on ice.
Warp, 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 warp.
An illuminating innovation.
Lead on, oh Captain, my Captain.
Stay close, gang. This looks like a perilous path.
Even the seaweed looks hungry.
And of course we're going to have kiosks down here, right? Yep. Under the sea. Under the sea.
To the kiosks. Hurry.
Okay. So now I'm really glad that I've been playing this on the PSTV because I can do a save state. Because we're about halfway through the game. And I don't know if I want... Well, no. We'll just keep going. We'll keep going until 11 o'clock, and if need be, we'll just, you know, finish this off tomorrow night.
Better finish all those kiosks before Debata takes over.
I know. This has actually been fairly substantial. Like, there were some discs that we got through in, like, a half an hour to an hour last time. This one we've been going for 2 hours already, and we're only about halfway through.
What in the world is a supatco?
What in the world is a supatco? I have round eyes, but I'm not an owl. I have a jet, but I'm not a plane. I have no bones, but I've got a head with a very clever brain. Oh, it's an octopus. It's a... If you shuffle the words, it's an anagram. I have a beak, but I'm not a bird. I change color, but I'm not a lizard. I breathe through gills, but I'm not a fish, and I do not have a gizzard. I have 8 legs, but I'm not a spider. I use black ink, but I do not write. I have lots of suckers, but I'm never sweet, though I like to squeeze real tight. I go forward looking back. Oh, what can I possibly be? The secret is locked in my name, and you must set it free. Supatko! I like the line in the second stanza that uses alliteration. Yay, alliteration. I don't know. Change color doesn't quite work. Yeah, second stanza. There isn't a real clear bit of alliteration there. I'm kind of tempted to say I have a beak, but I'm not a bird. I mean, it's not right next to each other, but it feels more like alliteration than I change color. I'm going to go with change color, just to be on the safe side.
Oops.
No.
You missed that one. Try.
Alright. That was it? Okay. I gotta keep going with my intuition on these here. Highlight the lines in each stanza in which the end words have the same rhyme. Okay. So like this. Lizard and gizzard, right and tight, free and bee. Yay! We win a book! Read the first stanza of the poem and then highlight the line that has a different rhythm from the other lines. Oh, cool. Okay. I have round eyes, but I'm not an owl. I have a jet, but I'm not a plane. I have no bones, but I've got a head with a very clever brain. Very clever brain. I have a jet, but I'm not a plane. Actually, that one's kind of got more of a different rhythm than the rest of them. There we go.
The bus in this poem sounds scary.
Yeah, a bit.
Maybe it just doesn't feel well. What do you think?
As the city bus prowls along, it growls along and fouls behind. It scowls with glaring eyes and strides between those persons walking by. It moves its torso oh so slow, scooping strangers as it goes. Highlight the words that create imperfect rhyme with the word slow. Okay. Oh. Torso and goes. Oh, no, just goes then. Because torso and slow is close enough. There we go. Okay, create a new internal rhyme by changing the highlighted words to rhyme with brawl. As the city bus crawls, it balls along and falls behind. It calls with glaring eyes and strides between those persons walking by. No other rhymes to change, so we click OK. Yay! And that rhymed.
This poem
I'm
is
a
about
poet,
mouse.
and I wasn't even aware
If
of
you
the
were to write
fact.
a poem about an animal, which one would you choose to write about? I think I would write about my
Oh,
cat.
jeez. Okay. Mattie was a little mouse who thought that lunch was on the house. She climbed up to the rooftop high in hopes of finding cheese and pie. Oh, jeez. I can never remember what these mean. I'm gonna say couplets. Yay, I got it right. Change the first and second lines to rhyme with fog. Third and fourth to rhyme with fly. Okay, first and second. Mattie was a little log who thought that lunch was on the log. She climbed up to the rooftop sty in hopes of finding cheese and bacon? No! Cheese and rye. No. Let's not have a cute little story about a hog trying to find cheese and bacon. Woohoo! Okay. Give me them points.
We put you to the test, and you're proving to...
Proving to what? And just so you're aware, it was cutting off like that on some of the stuff when I was playing it on the PS3 as well. It's not just an emulation thing. Alright. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Crap. Okay. Go from crap to zap. Yay!
Have you ever felt as if you could
Highlights
reach
the
out and
lines
touch
in
a
each
rainbow?
stanza that rhyme.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Okay. Well, that would be this one and this one. This one and this one. B and C. Come on. There we go. Brown and down. Hurrah! Highlight the lines whose end rhymes rhyme with shoe. Okay. So, smeared the yellow too. Left footprints in the blue. Made, mixed, down, brown, disappeared, C, comes B. Nope, we're good.
I've never ridden on a subway train.
Highlight the words in the first stanza that create an alliteration with the word humming. Oh, that's hurrying, hustling, and hurtling. Which line from the poem Riding the Subway Train contains an example of onomatopoeia? That would be a rumble, rattle, screeching, stop. Which line pattern does the author of Riding the Subway Train use the most? Is that triplets? Okay.
This sounds sort of ominous.
Highlight the words that rhyme. Door, more, carnivore. Yay! Book me!
The winter wind in this poem is...
Okay, which rhyming pattern is used in the poem Winter Wind? I don't think I've read this one out loud, so here we go. The wind is a lion, I hear him roar. He rattles the window and slams the door. He whirls the snow and piles it high. He chases the clouds across the sky. The trees feel him below, and they bend and sway right down to the earth to get out of his way. He hurries past houses and on down the street. He howls with glee if the rain turns to sleet. And when all the people hurry and run, the wild wind laughs, for he's having fun. Okay, so it's second and fourth lines rhyme. There we go. Woohoo!
With you helping us, Dabata's demise is sure to be near.
Yay! Well, I'm happy to be helping. Time to zap. Come on. There we go. Oh, that was a lucky one. There. That one went pretty well. Uh-oh. Poetry time. Come on, give me my... There we go. Okay, let's see. There was one that I wanted to... Ah, here we go. No, that one's mushy.
Click the question marks on the lights
Oh
to
yeah,
hear
thanks for reminding me.
definitions of the terms. And
Here we go. There's a slim chance that our worst fears will not come to pass, though all signs point to a continued loss of mass. In the star which has given us life and illuminated our eyes, now we stand both husband and wife on the brink of failure after countless tries. 10 minutes till dawn and still no early light. It appears there will now be no end to our night. We alone remained on our world to view this end of days, and now we find our fates unfurled in the absence of our sun's rays. Metaphor. Smiley. Okay. Bring the sound back. Get our points.
A daily dose of poetry is good medicine. I'm happy to see you reading.
Well, thank you. I think there's 2 more on the other side. Maybe just 1. 2. Come on. There we go. Oh, get back here. Die, dang it. Oh, caught that one in midair. Ah, one of these. Select the words that share consonants with the word fad. Consonants? I am not familiar with that term. Compatibility between options or actions. That's kind of what I would have thought. Oh, in literacy, in literature, it's the repetition of consonant sounds. So probably stuff like lit, dirt, and state. Bang, okay. We're gonna try rot and ram. Nope, okay. So just the consonant sounds. Not vowel sounds, which is why I went to ram. Select the words that create alliteration with word time. Oh, that'll be easy.
tardy.
Yes, I know.
Tardy.
I know.
Tardy.
Yes! Thank you. Tardy, talk, teeth, but not thumb. Type and tune, definitely. There we go. Select words that rhyme with yum. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Gymnasium. Worrisome. Oh, crap. Grab the gun. aquarium, worrisome. Become. And strum. They had some good false flags in here with like consume and presume, where if you're just looking at it visually, it's like, oh, it's got UM in there, but it doesn't rhyme. Okay. I think this one will be the last one for the night. Come on, get him, get him. Or wait, no, there's probably going to be another one before we move on to the next area. These don't take too long. There we go, got him.
A fly and a flea can be a nuisance.
Okay. A fleet-footed flea flew over me, indeed a flea. I turned aside to let him go. Instead he bit me on the toe. Oh no! A flat-footed fly flew gaily by, indeed a fly. I turned aside to let him flutter. Instead he landed in my butter. Oh, mutter. That's kind of like my favorite tongue twister. A flea and a fly were stuck in a flue. Said the flea, let us fly. Said the fly, let us flee. So they flew through a flaw in the flue. Okay, highlight all the words in the poem that rhyme with clutter. Butter, mutter, flutter. Oh, that'll do it. Highlight the example of repetition in the first stanza. Flew over me, flew over me. Highlight the examples of onomatopoeia that describe the sounds the woodpecker makes. Oh, that's a new one then. When I am in nature, the city is still inside of me. The wind, moving through the distant trees, hums and whistles like the freeway behind my house. The woodpecker, perched on the branch of a dead tree, tapping a rat-a-tat-tat like the street crew in front of a school. Yeah, that's the one. Squirrels ahead on the path dart back and forth like jaywalkers dashing through downtown traffic. Trees on other side of the path cast shadows and pools of sunlight like buildings towering over city streets and me below. Which phrase contains alliteration? Dashing through downtown traffic. Highlight the rhymes that contain imperfect rhyme. Oh, this is a new one too. There's a dragon under the city streets who thrashes about and stamps his feet. I feel his rumble and hear his roar. Buildings tremble to the highest floor. He snorts his anger in bursts of steam through sidewalk holes, and his fury screams. There's something wild loose below, and I'm not waiting here to see him show. Okay, below and show, steam and screams. Oh, get over there. Thank you. Streets and feet, roar and floor.
Give it another try.
Okay, I guess streets and feet are considered proper rhyme. But steam and screams would also qualify then. Maybe I should click the help button if I screw it up once. Which answer choice is an example of onomatopoeia in the poem Dragon Below? Rumble. Change the highlighted words to rhyme with campaign. Okay, that one's already there. I feel his disdain. I hear his pain, building strain to the highest floor. There's something insane loose below, and I'm not waiting here to see him show. Woohoo!
There's no way Debata can stop us now.
And go back out. Now I should be able to go through the door, yes? Yep. Okay. Sir, this is a no parking zone. Oh, only 4 now, huh? Cool. But I still think I'm going to call it a night. We'll just pick up from this tomorrow. Let's go ahead and save state. There we go. Hoorah! Okay. So, thanks for dropping by.
Kiosk before Debata takes over all of Tasmania.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been enjoying this myself. I didn't go into this planning to read my prior writing, but it kind of fit. So I've been enjoying it, and I hope you've been enjoying it too. Let's go and take a look at who's live.
Kiosk before Debata takes over all of Tasmania.
I will, just not right now. Shroomy is going to try to do battle chess world record attempts. That sounds kind of cool. I'm a big fan of battle chess. So let's go raid Shroomy. Alright. So, once again, thanks for dropping by. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And, if you want to get in on the fun, join me on Twitch. But until tomorrow night, rest well.